Hello and welcome to the Sunday News. I'm Belgrath97. This is
Second Class Latest.
And we are here to bring you news topics for the week. Yay!
Yay!
Alright.
Unfortunately, the best news for the week is stuff that we really don't have that much detail on because it all happened in England. And we've gotten some scarce reports.
Yeah, like very spotty reporting. Like a picture here, a blurb there, and we're like...
I'm very upset at you people.
Yeah, like a little more comprehensive, guys, next time. Because, you know, for those who couldn't be there.
Yes. Oh my god, the new blah 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 is awesome. Well, great.
Can I have a picture?
Can you show it to me?
Nope.
Or give me some details other than it's awesome, mate?
Or how about, I had this picture of this thing that I don't know where it came from. Just saying. Would have been...
Reporting, people. Yes.
Reporting.
Okay.
So, alright. Actually, the first thing I want to talk about is actually has nothing to do with Salute.
Okay.
It is something that This Is Not a Test Joe McGuire is doing.
Yes.
He is, basically, every year he contributes to Toys for Tots in an auction in his area, and he wants to donate some books and a couple playable warbands, and he's basically put out a call to people to help him paint some models to get this taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, under the category of gamers doing good things, this happens every year. Nova always does one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other organizations that do one.
Mm-hmm.
Salty does one. Actually, Mr. Justin was just painting up a...
Oh, was he?
An orc flyer.
Okay.
Using all of his brand new beautiful paints.
Gotcha.
That's going to be part of a similar auction.
I gotcha. So, I mean, there's a lot of gamers out there doing lots of great things to try to help the community. This is one of those, and man needs a little bit of help. So basically, he's put out a call for people to contact him at joey@worldsendpublishing.com, so that if you want to paint some models for him, they'll supply the models. Literally, just he'll send you the models for you to paint up. He just needs them back by like September-ish. Is what he said.
Good stuff.
So, if you're interested and want to help out, contact him.
We might have to contact him.
You know what? I'm going to say I don't paint much, but for this I might throw down.
Yeah.
I might be like, I can paint 1 or 2 models for him. I can help him out.
Yeah, double the amount you get done this year.
Excuse me, I have like 7 points this year.
Okay. What month is it?
I have 5 points this year. But 2 would not double what I have is what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But no, I think maybe as a club, maybe we'll try to see if we can do a warband or something.
Absolutely. I think we should. Cool. I think that would be kind of cool.
Joey, we're coming for you.
Yes. Expect an email soon.
We're coming for your models.
One or the other.
And actually, that's really not any different from anything else, really.
No.
Okay.
All right. So a couple of the new big news pieces that came out. One of which is Valor Games. We've talked about them a few times. They're a 15mm game that they have for fantasy. And they have these dwarvian... he calls them Dwarian, but they're dwarves. Dwarian Battle Balloons. So literally these balloon things that stand like this tall, that he has 3 different variants of them, and they're available for pre-order. And literally it was one of the first things that when we saw it made us want to jump in on this game.
Yeah.
So these things are really cool looking. You should go look at them. They have 3 different kinds: the recon, the bombing, and the transport balloon. The recon and the bombing look relatively similar in size. The transport's obviously bigger. It has a bigger cage as well, or carry basket. Thank you, that's the word I'm looking for. Basket as well. But he also has a really good deal going. If you buy all 3, they'll send you an extra recon for free.
Right.
So you get a 4th one for free.
Yeah, can't beat that.
No. And go look at these things, because I know that 15mm is not everyone's ball of wax, but these are some of the most characterful models ever. And read some of the backstories. And a man's going to get me to play an army I've never played my entire life just because of the backstory for them. So it's a really cool game, and these models are really cool. We thought they were awesome, so you should go look at them and maybe you'll jump in. All right. In the category of pictures without tons of description as to what this is.
Okay.
There was a picture put up on Facebook about somebody's model that he got at Salute from ArcWorld, and the caption simply said, samples of what's to come.
Right.
So we don't believe it was. We believe it was available for sale at Salute, but not available on the website as of before Salute. It may be now.
Right.
A Manticore that looked really cool. This guy was like literally building the Manticore. Like it was on the piece. I mean, it looked big. It looked very much Alex Huntley's style of
I don't think you've yet mentioned this is from Warblock.
Did I not mention it was from Warblock? I thought
Maybe
I did.
I missed it. But
I apologize. Warblock Miniatures. I apologize if I didn't mention it. There you go. But yes, it was very much in the style of the other Ark World creatures. I just thought it was really cool looking,
Yep.
and it's from Salute, and I hope that it's actually available because I might buy one because it looked that cool to me.
so I think it's good.
Yep. All right. In other news of things that are that were shown at Salutes that we don't have tons of news on because people don't report well. Beyond the Gates of Antares had a series of new releases there. The only ones that I was able to find pictures of were the Boromite releases,
Yep.
which did look awesome, by the way, and definitely looked like it was going to round out the Boromite
Yeah,
force
Boromite
completely.
needed some more stuff.
And all of the releases from the pictures look plastic, which is big because they did not have a plastic kit yet.
Good point.
So that's actually a really big deal, and I'm hoping, like, there was a couple of pictures that had like something in the background that looked not Boromite, but I couldn't tell what the heck it was. But it looked like they were all, like, everything that was in that case was plastic. So it all looked like all kinds of new releases in plastic.
That'd be cool.
Which would be really awesome. Because Gates of Antares, one of the great things about it for us is we got the plastic kit. But if you didn't want to play either the GoA or the UNC,
Right.
you were stuck with metals. Not that that's awful. Some people love metals, but some people like plastics and resins better.
Yes.
So that was really cool. They also had the drones are available were there as well, and for pre-order there was one particular drone, the C3M4 combat drone.
Yes.
Which looked amazing,
Big.
and amazing. That one's actually on their website, available for pre-order right
Yes.
now, so you can actually get in on that one ahead of time.
So tempted to drop down on that. Also, tangential because it is. It's not really a news thing, but it is Gates of Antares related. Somebody has realized that the.
Oh, is this the thing with the drones bit?
Yeah.
You saw on Facebook? Okay, I know what he's talking about now.
Somebody has realized that Patrick Keith's flyers. I'm using a backwards camera, so bear with me. Someone has realized that these things have a very similar aspect to the C3 models, and have actually started using these from Patrick Keith as drones. So
I believe there was even a mention that all of a sudden there was like a spike in their sales.
yes.
So
if you want one of these, this is a great way to add to that line to fill in some temporary holes.
and to give yourself a slightly unique looking model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might even, like, should the drones have like control units or like a leader of that group or no?
Generally, yeah.
My army doesn't use drones, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's just it
so
would
just
be
attaches to
a humanoid controller. Yeah.
I was curious because like if you could use it like a leader, that'd be interesting. But okay, whatever.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of entries that don't have drones lined out yet.
Right.
So there's 3 or 4 spaces you can put them in.
I'm sure. Absolutely. Cool. All right, continuing on Warlord Games. We think this happened at Salute, again, reporting, but someone posted 3 pictures of licensed Warlord Games Doctor Who models.
Yes.
And one of the pictures looks almost exactly like the Zygon picture that we've already seen.
Yes.
So we're fairly certain this happened.
These are authentic.
These are authentic and official.
Yeah.
But literally the blog post is all of 25 words and 3 pictures.
Well, also because Russ Charles posted on the
that he sculpted.
yeah. No, I know for a fact these are 28 millimeters. I'm the one that sculpted them.
So there's definitely some backing to this idea, but there's pictures of models for the Doctor Who game that's coming from Warlord Games.
Yay!
Yay!
Apparently you can play any one of 5 models.
Yes. No, there were 6. There were 6 models. There were 2 Dragoon.
Oh, that's right.
So we know there's at least 6 models for the game.
Yes.
There's Wilfred, who is Donna's father, if you're familiar with Doctor Who. There is the 10th Doctor.
I'm confused as to how the hell he can become a playable model.
I don't know. Well, he was featured prominently twice as a companion.
And I'm glad that he exists.
Yes.
However, the hell.
All right, I will put this out. The fact that he exists makes me think that the game is going to have a breadth of options, not just a very select few things. Because you wouldn't...
Right.
Wilfred's not the guy you go for if you're going for like 10 models for your release.
Certainly not a go-to guy.
Right. So...
As much as I like him, that's not a go-to guy.
So basically I would go with the answer of the fact that he's there is a sign for me that there's going to be more width of options. Okay. So you got Wilfred.
Yes.
You've got Martha Jones.
One of my favorite companions.
Yes.
And again, gotta love, props to Warlord on this because they've only got 6 models out so far for a game.
Uh-huh.
And one of them is a black female.
Yes.
So.
And as much as you love Martha, she was generally not considered one of the favorite of the new Ryan's companions.
But
so the fact that they went there instead of Rose.
But I think that
to me
she has,
is an interesting thing.
From a wargaming perspective,
More
probably the best thing to offer out of all of them.
That is true.
With the possible exception of, various dead, undead plastic man states of Rory.
Well, there's that. But again, there's just to me, it also again speaks to breadth because they didn't go with the obvious. I will sell a crap ton of roses, right?
Or we'll sell a crap ton of Rory and Amy's.
Right, Rory and Amy's. They didn't go with the popular choices. They went with one of their first models out of the gate is not that Martha wasn't popular, but of the companions is not the obvious choice.
Right.
Okay. They have a 10th Doctor model. Of all the models, I'll be honest with you, my least favorite. I'm not going to lie.
Also, of all the models, the one you would have been most critical of.
That is fair. So I probably was more critical of that than the others.
Yes.
That's fair. There were 2 Jagoon models, one with helmet, one without. And then, obviously, the Zygon model that we already know about.
Yes.
I'm just going to say, because I'm a Doctor Who fan, and I'm I think if you go back in the Wayback Machine, you'll find a video where I literally gooped for 40 minutes about this game.
Yes.
With no details. The fact that there's some models really got me excited again for what's coming from this. I'm just hoping to hear some more details as to what the game's actually going to be.
See, I think you're completely wrong, and in fact, the only playable faction we've seen so far are the Zygons.
Because it's just impersonating all of them. All right, that was a fair comment. All right, but the fact I like seeing those pictures. We're fairly certain they came from Salute because we had never seen them before, and literally it was posted like a day after Salute. So,
the day of.
The day of Salute. So we just think it was somebody blogging pictures they got up while they were there, which was really cool.
Yep.
All right, Wordforge Games. They actually have themselves a website with a store. Yay! You can actually buy Devil's Run models.
Amazing. Finally.
So that's actually really cool if you're into Devil's Run or if you've been following it at all and you've been wanting to say, well, let me go see what some models are. Maybe I'll buy a couple things here and there. Site's up. Go buy some stuff. Please. Make them rich.
Yes.
All right. In the category of new products coming to the market, Gamer's Grass. All right. So Gamer's Grass has just released sheets of flowers, like flower pot patches.
Wildflowers.
Wildflowers. Thank you. I could not think of the word. I don't know. My brain's not working. I apologize.
It's not. It's a shame that you don't have notes written down.
Well, actually, what I wrote down was field flowers, and I'm like, wait, that.
Yeah.
I guess that works. Okay. So field flowers, little tufts of field flowers. Blah. I'm just not going to talk well today, apparently.
Notes can't help you speak.
Nope, they can't. Gamer's Grass is actually a company that does a lot of really cool, not expensive,
amazing
tufts
pieces,
and things like that.
Amazing pieces.
And these, we looked at these field flowers. I'm gonna butcher this every time I say it. And I literally said, for that price, I'm buying all of them.
Yeah.
Because they're not expensive. They're like £4 a sheet.
Yep. And a sheet is 38 tufts.
Right. So you're gonna get use out of it. And just for the variety of colors, I'm like, you know what? For that price, I'll buy them all.
Yep.
So, if you do any type of natural looking basing or you do tabletops like we do, where these tufts of grass can literally just add a little bit of pop to your what's going on.
So good.
Absolutely worth looking at, and for £4 a sheet, not bad. All right. Continuing some Salute news. Nexus Miniatures is having a sale. And they extended their sale to tomorrow. So you've got till
It
tomorrow.
was originally ending today, and we were going to be like, "Oh my God, you guys got to go right now!"
And then they said
then
no.
They made it longer.
You got till tomorrow. So, like, if you're watching this video right now and you want to buy anything from Nexus Finishers, or if you don't know what they have, you want to go do that.
Yes.
You've got till Monday the 18th.
Right.
To get it done. The coupon code is Salute16, all one word.
Yep.
And you get 16% off. Go figure.
Yep.
Yay.
Salute16.
Yep. Salute16. Yes.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Nexus Miniatures, when we've talked about superhero, dinosaur, zombie, apocalypse, that's them. So if you're looking for some good alternate superhero models, if you're looking for any good retro 70 to 80s pulp TV, pop TV kind of references, we got a lot of good stuff on there. So really good stuff. Definitely go take a look.
Absolutely. And you get save 16%.
Yay!
All right. Other sales, and this sale, by the way, this is the guy who. Before I get into the sale, this is the guy that's the guy I locked my wife out of the car sale. Like, this guy does these kind of weird sales.
He had the I left the house while my wife had a flat tire.
Yes.
For the day.
I need to buy her a gift. Sale.
The I need a gift February 12th sale.
Right. So this guy runs sales primarily to fund his life.
Yeah. Great gimmick though.
Yes.
Great gimmick.
Underground Lasers, which is a smaller MDF company that does terrain pieces.
North Jersey. Yeah.
North Jersey. He's doing a 30% off until I get $500 sale because I need new tires.
Yes.
I just love that the name of the sale is I need new tire sale.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely go to this 30% off.
And this terrain's not. It's good looking terrain.
It's great stuff. We've got some. We haven't gotten it finished painted yet, which is why I'm not showing it. Yeah. But you will be seeing some of their stuff in the future. We dropped like $100 during his.
I need to buy a gift for my wife's sale.
I need a gift for my wife's sale. So we'll be getting that stuff up shortly. But yeah, I mean, really good stuff. Actually, where is the check around the side of that building there?
Am I looking for this?
Yes.
Okay. Incoming picture for you.
Again, we don't have a cameraman this week, so sue me.
Deal with this.
But yeah, so one of his pieces, doop, is this machine here, which is a arcade machine that has in it a acrylic screen. You can choose colors for the acrylics, and I will probably do a tutorial on this once I get it done, because I've already had people asking from what I've shown off on the Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces.
But it's going to be too bright in here for the camera to see it. There's actually a flickering bulb in there, which makes the screen look all staticky. So I will show that later on. There you go. You can't see it otherwise because it's too bright in front of the camera. Go figure. But that glowingness stuff right there is actually illuminating those characters from my field of vision, just not the cameras. So, okay. So that didn't work as well as I wanted, but we'll show you more on that later.
Yes.
Keep talking.
So, alright. So, like, unique pieces like that, though, is what this guy kind of does.
Yeah.
And they all look, they're high quality. They went well together really well, if I remember correctly. He built it really easily. And you can get 30% off. That's a huge discount. You really should go look at this guy's site. It's, again, Underground Lasers.
Yes.
That's what you're looking for. Alright. Last but not least, a talking point of interest.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, Games Workshop has a 30th anniversary this year for
Space Marines.
For Space Marines, okay? This year's, they're going to release
as a purist, I'm going to argue it is not the 30th anniversary of Warhammer 40,000, because that wasn't what it was called until the second edition.
Okay.
But it is the 30th anniversary of Space Marine.
Space Marine. So, as they've done before, they are going to have a special model for their anniversary, whatever. And in this case, it is a plastic Space Marine.
Yep. Which is basically a redux of one of the models in the classic Rogue Trader Imperial Fists display.
Okay.
Apparently, if the company lasts until They're 140.
Mm-hmm.
We will be able to get all of the models in that diorama released individually.
There you go. As such, cost was an interesting point because they released how much it was going to cost to get this model, and it's going to cost you $30 for one plastic Space Marine.
Yes.
I asked the question when I was told that price: does it make julienne fries? And I was told no, and then I was told it's not worth it. $30 for one model, and I'm a collector.
Okay.
I'm not spending $30 on one miniature.
Okay. I think as a collector, you're wrong.
Okay.
As a side note, somebody pointed out that the price of one Space Marine at Rogue Trader and the price of one Space Marine now, Games Workshop missed a obvious opportunity.
Okay.
Because they needed to have priced the model at $37.50.
Okay.
Because as it was only a 32,000% markup.
Oh, see, they could have gone straight.
And they could have gone for the 40,000% markup.
Yeah.
And they missed an obvious branding opportunity.
They did.
Okay, here's why I'm not mad at a $30 collector model. Number one, regardless of what material you're going to be getting a collector's model out of, a limited edition model, collector's edition model, what's the smallest amount you're going to expect to pay for a collector's piece?
$15.
You think you're going to get a collector's piece for $15?
I have gotten collector's pieces for $15.
How many of them were 30 years in the making?
No, they weren't.
Right.
But you said what's the lowest price, and I gave you what I paid.
Okay. Something like this, I don't think you're going to get for lower than 20, 25, regardless of material.
Okay.
Okay. So, and we're assuming that that's pretty much $15 worth of markup right there.
Sure.
Okay.
For the record, at $25, I'm not sure I'm buying it either.
Really?
Just yes.
Oh, I would.
Okay.
Again, it's a nostalgia thing.
And I don't have the nostalgia factor for it, so maybe that's some of it. I'll be honest with you. 40K was never my game, so
right. But the fantasy one, you'd spend $25 on.
I didn't.
Especially if it was an elf.
Maybe. But like I didn't buy the White Dwarf when he was the 30th anniversary White Dwarf.
25th.
Or 25th. I didn't buy that for $25. And I'm a collector.
And I bought 3.
And you bought 3. Yes.
I bought 1 to paint, 1 to convert, and 1 to NRFB.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah. So okay.
Yes.
Yes, it's only one model. Yes, it doesn't have anything dynamic basing wise in it, and yes, it's $30. We're assuming that a collector's model, you're looking at least $15 markup over cost.
Okay, I can live with that idea.
We know that Games Workshop doesn't do anything metal anymore.
Okay.
Which
so
means
it's either going to be resin
your
or
two
plastic.
choices were, fail cast or plastic. Which one do you want?
I like fine cast.
I like resin. I don't like fail cast. Of all of the resin manufacturers in the industry right now, fine cast is the Charlie Browniest.
Okay, again, I never had tons of models that were in
Right.
fine cast, but the ones that I had, I never had a problem.
Okay.
So I was one of the few people who didn't have a problem with fine cast.
Okay. Would you have had a problem paying $30 for it in resin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be right up front and blunt and say a lot of this probably has something to do with the fact that it's not something I have any interest in having otherwise. I have no nostalgia value for it. This same model, this same setup, but tell me it's a Doctor Who model, I'm going to be much more tempted to spend $30 for it. I'm not going to lie. I understand there's some hypocrisy in what I'm saying here as far as the collector's end of it. So for me, I've got to look at it and go, yeah, it's a collector's piece, but I have to be able to get use out of it. I'm not going to buy it just as a collector's piece for myself. And at $30 at that point, it's not worth it to me.
The point of a collector's piece is that you're not going to get use out of it.
All right, which is why $30 isn't.
Right.
Why I'm not going to spend $30 on it. If it was something that I had a nostalgic value, like I can understand why you would be willing to spend $30 on it. 40K and Games Workshop were always a part of your life for years, a lot longer than me. As far as gaming time, not that you're that much older than me, but so I get why it would be worth it to some people.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not worth it to everybody.
Right.
I'm saying $30 is a hefty price point for one plastic model with no dynamic basing. You're selling it on nostalgia value.
Of course. Any collector's edition, anniversary edition, anything you're selling on nostalgia value.
And they have a large enough market that they're going to make enough to make it worth that price point for them to do.
And that's part of the problem, is that for it to be a limited edition model, cast in plastic, you're looking at roughly a $5,000 or $6,000 output for the milling costs.
Right. So they spent at least $5,000 just to mill the stinking mold.
Right. That they're going to cast a limited number of models, and by limited, I'm sure they're doing like a few thousand.
Oh, I would think they're probably doing more than that. I'd say probably close to 10.
Okay.
Which is limited for plastic run. I mean, but I would figure they're going to do at least 10 because I figured they'll probably sell at least 10.
Right.
If I were marketing it, I'd go, I could probably sell 20, so I'm going to make 10. That way I know I sell out my 10.
That you sell out, right.
Yeah.
But at that point, there's a much higher than average amount of the cost of the mold that has to be paid by each model.
Sure. And that's saying, again, especially with the lack of people loving fine cast.
Right.
You choose to go plastic, you have to make it work. You have to make it work financially. I get it.
Right.
This is one of those sticky points, like collector's models. Some people are going to look at $30 and go, oh yeah, in a heartbeat, not even think about it. Other people are going to be like me, are like, no, I can't justify $30 on one model right now, or for this or this particular model.
And again, if we were still, playing Games Workshop games, I totally would have bought 3.
Yeah. And I probably wouldn't have bought any, just like I didn't buy any of the White Dwarf.
Yep.
Even like you could go with an elf, and there's probably only a couple that you could literally get me to buy as an elf. Like it would be very select characters. They could have gotten me to buy an Alario, but they put one out.
Well, let me throw it at you this way.
Right.
Lord Huntley puts up a limited edition, super cool hobbling model.
Okay.
It is the 2016 I Want to Buy a House limited edition hobbling.
Okay.
And he puts it up for $25.
$25 is pretty much the edge.
It's half the model.
Huh?
It's half the model for 70% of the cost.
But again, at $25 to me is the point at which it doesn't have to be something I'm going to ever use. It's like that's where the edge of that line is for me.
Okay.
If it's under that, I could buy it and not even bat an eye.
The models have to size.
I'm not worried about the cost of the model. It's about what it's costing me to buy the freaking thing. Ultimately, that's every buyer's decision. I don't care how big the model is. It's whether I think it's worth it. Literally, in my head, $25 is the point at which I have to decide: I may not, if I'm never going to use it. And as much as we love their games, there's not, other than us, there's no one playing Ark World. So the use I'm going to get out of this model is limited.
Okay.
Okay. That's where I have to really lean and weigh that decision. He makes it $22.50, I buy it in a heartbeat.
Okay. Now, so you get it for $25.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think it's about 50-50.
Okay.
I get it. If I have an extra $25 that week, I probably get it.
Well, you better make it 30, because you're going to have to pay shipping. And you're right in the same spot. For a metal model that doesn't have the same material costs.
I hate you.
Yep.
I really do.
And I'm going to tell you at that point, not only do you buy 1, you buy 2.
No, I'm not buying 2.
Alex, make 1.
I'm not buying 2.
I want to prove the point. Lord Huntley, please, oh great master, please sculpt us a collector's edition hobbling.
Look, Lord Huntley knows he could get money out of my wallet by simply giving me rules for a halfling on a horse. And he hasn't done it yet.
Halfling horses.
Yes.
Horselings.
Yes, I want horselings. And he has
that squad. Well, no, he has one on a. He has one on a
There's
horse.
one. I want a
There's one on a
squad.
pony.
I want. Give me a unit of halfling cavalry, and I will spend money on your stuff to fill out the rest of my army to make sure I can field 20 units of these things.
I still want to see him do it just so that I could show you live on camera as it goes up on the page.
Just be like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, here's my wallet.
And just watch your wallet just be like
through the camera at Lord Utley. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't have to do a collection.
Wire transfer.
Pretty much. And you're right. With the shipping, I'd pay the $30 and not think twice about it. You're absolutely right. And so I get it. But if it was $30 and I had to pay shipping, I wouldn't do it. Like, it literally, the price point of the model, regardless if I have to pay shipping or not, is more what sticks in anybody buyer's head. It's stupid. We all do it.
It's true.
We all do it.
It's why that stupid freaking 99 pence thing continues forever.
Right. Because in our head, $24.99 is better than $25.
Because every time there's a study done and everybody swears this time it's not going to have the same.
It does.
Every single time. Every single time.
Mentally, we don't put in the ancillary costs.
Yeah.
We don't figure in taxes when we think, oh, I can afford that. We never figure out taxes. We never think about shipping costs. All it is the cost of the thing.
Yep.
$25, the cost of the thing, I probably...
And I'm done.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Every single time.
$30 and I'm like, nah, and now you're making me pause. That's literally where it is. $25 is the line in my head. Now, that's my head. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but at $25 it has to be something I really want if it's more than that. Or I'm not buying it.
Right.
Like if it's on the line of do I really want it, $25 I'd probably still buy it.
See, for limited edition stuff like this, true collector stuff, and that's what I'm saying true collector stuff because it needs to be something that they bust the mold when they're done the line.
Yes.
If it's a true collector's piece, honestly, if I'm interested in the property, money is not an object.
Yeah.
I'm serious. If me and NGW hadn't had that nasty breakup, I would throw $100 at this model. I really don't care.
And again, I can't say that if we weren't still playing Games Workshop and we were playing 40K that I wouldn't be interested in this model. Right. But I never wasn't really into 40K. That was much more you and Merrick that were in 40K. I kind of ancillary like them. I was much more into Games Workshop for the fantasy. And a fantasy model at $30. Again, I didn't buy the White Dwarf, and that was $25. I considered buying it. It was in my thought process. It's just in the end, I decided to spend that $25 on other things.
No, see, and I got the White Dwarf. I got Harry the Hammer.
Yeah, I didn't buy Harry the Hammer.
Always three. Rule of threes, guys.
But there were other things that I would buy that were collectors type things that I would buy, and if they were under $20, I wouldn't even bat an eye. Like $25 or under $25, I'd buy them in a heartbeat, not even think about it. I mean, you remember, I'd walk into the store and you guys would have 2 or 3 of them behind the counter for me, and I didn't even know they were there yet.
Yep.
And you'd just be like, here guys, here you go, and I'd be like, all right, let me buy those. Because you knew I'd buy them if they were under certain points.
Yep, because you were on the list.
Right, but there were certain things I wouldn't buy.
I had a list, folks. I really did.
Of course you did. Because you know who you're...
I used to pre-order for some of my customers and not tell them. Like, I had a list. It was good stuff.
I mean, and...
I miss that.
Yeah, that level of customer service was amazing. But so there's that part of this that has to go into the conversation is, if it's something, a property that you care about, the cost, what you're willing to pay changes dramatically.
Yep.
So for me,
remember
$30
that time?
like
remember that time that there was an item that was a limited edition release, and they were only making X number of them, and like 8 people didn't find out until after they had already sold out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in and they were like, "Oh, I really wish I would have gotten it." I was like, "Guys, I ordered you one. Calm down."
We knew you wanted one. Yeah, it was well done. I mean, and again, maybe $30. $30 is I'm not buying it.
Right.
But $30 for other people, like I said, I could see why people would buy it, and I wouldn't tell somebody they were wrong for buying it.
Fair enough.
I would just be like, it's a little. Yeah, for me, $30 is a little pricey on the collector's model unless I'm invested in the property.
Okay.
Put it that way.
I think you never get a collector's thing unless you're invested in the property. That's the whole point.
Oh, yeah, that's not true. I've bought things on Kickstarter that were collector's items that, while I was interested in the property, it never became Like I was willing to spend a couple extra bucks for that Kickstarter exclusive model.
Right.
And granted, we're talking they're usually under $20, which is why I don't think twice about it when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll throw actually for that Kickstarter exclusive model for a property that I'm ancillarily interested in.
Fair enough.
So there it is.
Cool.
All right. So that's actually our Sunday news.
Yay!
Yay! That is our Sunday news. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, please share, tell your friends. You know, smoke signals eventually,
Things,
maybe
something.
Like at this point, I'll take like an arrow like notice, like ding.
I'm just gonna light you on fire one day.
That'd be a smoke signal.
It would be.
Yeah, because I'd be running around going, I'm on fire.
You'd be able to see it too.
I would too. It'd be like it's literally the perfect answer to my solution, my problem.
Don't tell me that the perfect answer to the perfect solution to your problem is lighting you on fire.
That's fair, because you might actually do it. That is not the perfect solution. I was making a joke, sir. Okay.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much for watching. Please tell your friends, because we really like doing this and we'd like other people to know about it. And if you have any questions, comments, think that we're completely off base on something that we said, let us know in the comments below. And we will talk to you next time. I'm BelGroth97. This is Second
Class Elitist.
Until next time, guys.